sou a Carina Schulze, eu sou a correspondente da Imprensa Mahon aqui em San Diego, no grande Comic Con. E pra mim é muito difícil às vezes estar aqui no Comic Con porque eu sou fã de verdade, assim. Então, às vezes eu fico enlouquecida aqui com todas as coisas que eu amo muito. E entre elas, assim, uma pessoa que eu sou muito fã, que eu admiro muito, é o Ciro Nieli, que é o produtor executivo do Tartarugas Ninja e também foi o criador do Super Robot Monkey Team, Hyperforce Go, do Jetix, que é a antiga Disney XD. Então eu tô aqui e vou falar um pouquinho com o Ciro para falar um pouco da carreira dele. Hi Ciro.
Hi.
We are talking to Imprensa Mahon in Brazil.
Hi.
And I want to know a little bit about, what you've been doing, because I think you've been doing Turtles for the last 8 years. So tell us a little bit about that and how you got inspired and your history with this amazing property.
Okay, well, I've been the executive producer of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Nickelodeon for, it's been about 8 years almost. We're coming to an end on the series, and originally I was brought on to completely develop and reboot the franchise for Nickelodeon, which was a big task because it was not only something that had not been in the public eye for almost a decade, but it had just been acquired by a giant company who didn't quite know what it was yet. So I was kind of massaging all those things along the way, and but it was perfect for me, because there was a certain period. I had been drawing my whole life as a boy. Like I was born, and the first thing I think I remember is drawing, and I was very creative for a long time. I really started liking comic books, and I'm talking at a very young age. And at some point, Ninja Turtles happened, and I was probably about 10 years old when I discovered them. And this wasn't the cartoon, it was the comic books. The very first comic came out in 1984. And from that point on, I realized that I didn't have to strive to be this amazing, almost cookie cutter typical style of artist that was maybe working for Marvel or DC, but that I could do something. It was very inspiring that I could do something alone, even like in my garage with a friend, or just raise the money myself and do something that had this very raw, independent kind of spirit. And it kind of probably was in line a little bit with how I felt personally. The timing was right, so when I went to Nickelodeon, I think they really appreciated how sincere and kind of my raw approach towards it was. It almost felt like a new beginning and it was almost like a renaissance of where that comic book came from too, and it was kind of perfect. And here we are 8 years later, finally wrapping up the series, and we've had 124 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah, of 22 minutes.
Amazing.
Fully produced CG show. It yields close to $1 billion in consumer products profit a year.
It's amazing.
It's a monster.
It's a monster.
Yeah. It's been fun. And all my friends had tons of children. I didn't have any because I'm too busy, but I do have 4 green Ninja Turtle boys, and I love them dearly.
So great. And yesterday I was at the panel and I saw the pilot for this new upcoming season, and it was really exciting because I saw that Kevin Eastman wrote the pilot. So, and talking about kids, I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's a nice surprise in there with like little babies. So, Ciro, tell me a little bit about your relationship with Kevin and how working with him and how that felt and all of that great stuff.
Well, I had met Kevin years ago, and I think honestly, when I did that, it was you gotta understand, here's a guy that, hearing what I had just said, like he meant a lot to me creatively. And I met him while I was making my show at Disney, actually, Super Robot Monkey. And I was introduced to him as, this is Ciro, he loves you. He also has a property that has a really long, ridiculous name. And at the time, I think he was very gracious and sweet. Like Kevin to me is, and to I think a lot of people, is the second coming of Stan Lee. He's the guy, he can walk on this floor and everybody knows and loves him, and he'll take the time to speak to you. He's the most warmest, sincere, kindest, sweetest, wonderful man. And so like we actually got to be friends, through several meetings on projects that never really got to take off. So when I got this show, it was independent of my knowledge of my acquaintance with him. And when the Nick machine started moving, and I was the guy, I very quickly brought Kevin back into the project, and that was a great thing because it really made Ninja Turtles that much more. It just made the idea of Nick doing Ninja Turtles more organic, and it really gave it like a lot of heart that we were like respecting this guy. And everything I did in that show was kind of for him. It was kind of my love letter to Kevin and Peter, you know, because it came from them. It's like, well, I'm not. It's like I didn't have any illusions that this would be about me. It was like I wanted to do. Because I felt as a boy, I remember I never saw a Ninja Turtle cartoon that really respected what Kevin and Peter did. So I wanted, I was really happy that I got to make that. And so he's been a great friend of mine and an ally. I always try to loop him in when I can. So in season 5, we actually let him. I was able to have him write a script, which was really great. And it was about. It comes towards the end of the series, which is really great because it's actually how the series almost starts. It's like how they find their home, and we join Splinter at the point where he's first transformed into a rat with his turtle babies. It's pretty cool.
That's all.
And there's a lot of feels. And it's like we watched it yesterday on a panel, and I was fighting back the tears, and he was next to me, so it was like he was like kind of hugging me, and I was kind of crying. It was a strange man love moment, but it was. We were in the dark, so it didn't matter. The lights were out, and we were just watching this thing with 2,000 people. It was cool. I won't forget that.
Well, you know, just sort of to close this interview, tell us a little bit about what's next. Like, what are your passions? What do you want to do? Like, what's next?
Well, I want the show to end, and I want everybody to see what I did because at the end it gets very different. But I have a lot of personal projects that I'm really excited to develop. So I think it would be great to, try my hand at maybe some more television. But I really enjoy long form. So I think getting into, that slower pace of directing a movie and having that kind of sensibility and telling the story, I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I have a couple projects that I think would fit that really well. So yeah, I want to stay in animation, but I've played with the idea maybe of drawing a comic too, just as like a palette cleanser after a nap.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited and looking forward to whatever it is that you come up with next, because I've always been a fan. So.
Oh, I'm a fan of Carina.
We all are.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.